Rothwild's got a stubborn reputation. I doubt asking nicely is going to work. We'll have to find a more persuasive means of getting what you want out of him. He's probably close to his office. We should start there.
Well, let's talk about them, their office. There we go. You're safe now. No one can find you here. No one can reach you here. I almost died trying, and I am a better climber than any of them. But you gave me claws for climbing. You want me as much as I want you. We'll stay here until they have forgotten about us. We'll stay here for as long as it... I feel like sleeping. Don't leave while I sleep, because I need you. We'll stay here as long as I can, forever.
Marked for shipment to the most distant point of the Empire. And fitted for live cargo, too. Survivable. If they had a fast ship. I wonder who this was meant for. You lock somebody up in that thing and they won't be back in town for months.
I'm guessing that's a non-lethal way to ruin under the slaughterhouse. Oh, snap.
Marked for shipment to the most distant point of the Empire. And fitted for live cargo, too. Survivable. If they had a fast ship. I wonder who this was meant. Lock somebody up in that thing and they won't be back in town.
It was only supposed to scare him. Oops.
Well, he did look scared. Just at the end there.
Break's over, looks like.
When's this day gonna end?
You still on break or what?
Oh, shit. I mean, okay. Alright, that's fine.
You ever hear the whales singing? I mean at night when you sleep. You better believe it.
Ah, boy. That didn't work. Okay.
What do those idiots want, anyway?
Well, they think they don't get treated fairly, because they can get fired for refusing to do dangerous work.
What? What dangerous work? We're the ones that do the dirty stuff around here. Maybe we...
What's going on?
Welcome to the meat locker. Vivisection of the third live specimen is almost complete. Careful preparation of its lower diaphragm has brought me closer to observing secretion of the oil, but the process retains its mystery. This creature has weakened considerably since its capture, and its output is quite low. I've attached electrical stimulators to the beast. A mild current increases output by 20%. The considerable complaint of the whale, I might add. Increasing the voltage will likely kill the creature, so further exploration will have to wait on a stronger specimen. For now, the music continues.
I know what this is. A makeshift interrogation chair.
I agree to renounce any association with any employee union, to abstain from discussing such matters at any time, and to promptly report any co-workers that encourage union views. I agree that all grievances will be taken up with Bunbury Rothwild and his staff in an open and fair manner. Gerald Harper, Richard Moser, J.A. Manderley, Sylvia Proctor, Lawrence Spinner, and Maddie Cranston.
Rothwild must be using it to coerce employees.
Oh no. I mean, almost certainly it's going to be used on Rothwild, right? Like... delicious rares. Oh, do I have the one that will extend my blinky power? One more rune, huh? Oh. Oh. Still alive, buddy. Anton. This thing was found in the belly of catch number 184 when we were processing it. I've seen plenty of weird things in a whale's gut, but never one of these. Must have consumed it in the deep, and I think it's been there quite a while. Don't ask how I can tell. If you have any idea on what this might be, please inform me. One of these was recovered back in the month of wind, but I haven't seen it or the man that found it since then. BR. Yeah. Long distance. A frozen time. Oh shit. Rothwild. The interrogation chair is set up in the meat locker and fully powered. We have run some test runs on a few of the more problematic laborers. They spill all their secrets very quickly. They seem to die easily after about 4 treatments. She's ready for you whenever you need her. Granville, Butcher Foreman. Mr. Rothwild, my research in Abigail Ames has turned up nothing. She has no close kin that we can leverage. Looks like the plague took her sister and mother. Her father died on a whaling ship of your predecessor about 10 years ago. As far as blackmail goes, she's got no secrets I could uncover. Devout as an overseer, it seems, not surprising, and she's rejected every blackmail offer to come her way. I don't think she's making a power play. She legitimately seems to have the best interest of the laborers at heart. As I interview the workers, it seems she really has them in thrall. They'll do whatever she says, and their belief in her is absolute. If something happens to her, as in like an accident or something, I expect they'll riot. I'll keep searching for an angle on her, but in the meantime, I advise leaving her intact. It might be worth even considering some of her reforms. I know that doesn't suit you, but at least it would buy some time and get the workers back in here. The butchers lack the finer skills to keep this place operational. Your servant, G.
What a sad song the old behemoth sings. It looks right at me when I sit here to have my nightcap. Yeah, look at me. A fly next to you, but I'm your master, ain't I? Killed 100 of your kind, and I'll kill 1,000 more before I'm done. Drain you and feed you to my butchers. The mournful cries of the whales don't touch that lot. No, sir. They don't have hearts, I think. But by the outsider, I think I still have a small one. Shriveled and blackened as it may be. Yes, sing me a lullaby while I have another drink. Sing.
Well, that's creepy.
You were working for Ramsey. How long? How much does he know by now?
Excerpt from a book covering the approaches and personalities behind Dunwall's dominant whaling houses. Seemingly willing to risk any industrial secrets he possesses, Bundry Rothwild has granted none of other than the infamous Anton Sokolov liberal access to the Rothwild slaughterhouse. Sokolov is, of course, well known on several fronts as royal physician. He served the late Empress Jessamine Caldwin. The man, originally Tivian, is a fixture in the art world as well, and his portraits are all the rage among the aristocracy. But Sokolov is of interest to Rothwild because of his work as an inventor, and because of his associated role as the head of the Academy of Natural Philosophy. No doubt Bundry Rothwild believes that if Sokolov spends enough time in the guts of his factory, the brilliant man will continually make invaluable adjustments to the machinery there. Who knows what industrial improvements Rothwild has enjoyed since Sokolov began haunting his slaughterhouse. And since the Rothwild process involves keeping the whales alive for sometimes days as a means of extracting more oil from the beast, Sokolov is keenly interested in visiting so that he may perform his obscure vivisection experiments. In very few places would this be possible, so the benefit to both men is obvious. For those who have had the pleasure of touring Rothwild's facilities, a number of lessons can be taken away. The man runs a tight ship, as it were, with the lowliest workers scantily, ever complaining about their role in the scheme of things. The men and women given the most menial labor are issued several special cards, key to the mechanical locks granting access to the slaughterhouse. There is no other way in or out, and to lose the time card is to lose one's job. Lording over their position over the others at the top of the hierarchy are the butchers. These men wield advanced cutting saws developed by Rothwild's top mechanist, working out the plans after hearing mere utterances made by Sokolov as he commented sourly on the lesser devices used in previous years. The butchers enjoy a special relationship with Mr. Rothwild because, according to the company gossip, many of them were with him in years past, where he ran a railing crew that was notorious across the Empire. The pressure valves leading directly from the slaughterhouse to Greaves refinery are a marvel of engineering, allowing the raw oil to travel in record time, straight to plant where it is processed. As a note of interest, or dare I say even humor, the local fishermen claim that the waters outside Rothwild's slaughterhouse produce the largest and tastiest hagfish. This is likely due to the gut sewer leading from beneath the whales inside and delivering their organs and offal to the dark waters of the Wrenhaven beyond the slaughterhouse.
Ramsey? No, this is about the workers. This is about fair pay and safe conditions.
Don't bother. You're not the first of his moles I've caught. What happened, Abigail? I trusted you. Extra elixir rations, bags of coins, bonuses. But you're about to see that my generosity is counterbalanced by a very inhumane side.
Mr. Rothwild, Bundry.
Don't call me that. That privilege is lost to you.
You don't know Ramsey. When he comes for me, he'll kill you. He'll gut you like the street filth you are, and feed you to the rats.
Ah, now it comes out. No one is coming. I've broken your strike, and my butchers are the finest fighters in Dunwall. Miss Ames, you're about to find out a few things I learned. Wait, who is that?
Oh, shit.
Don't call me that. That privilege is lost to you.
You don't know Ramsey. When he comes for me, he'll kill you. He'll gut you like the street filth you are.
Excerpt from an investigator's report. Young Rothwild was never convicted for any of the killings. In all cases, the courts ruled that he had acted in self-defense or in the defense of his property. Not that his property was substantial. The Rothwilds were not a family of means and depended heavily on the charity of the Abbey of the Everyman. The senior Rothwild went down with the whaling ship Huntress when Bundry was only 10 years old. His mother, Ruth, was lost the following year to an industrial accident in a bottle-making factory where she worked. Rothwild became the sole guardian for his younger brother and managed to support them both by hanging around the harbor doing odd jobs for whalers who had known his father, or others on the Huntress. By then, Bundry Rothwild was already familiar with the club and the knife and was no stranger to odd occurrences. Things went from bad to worse for Rothwild then, when, on his 13th birthday, his younger sibling was taken by the overseers. Allegedly, the boy failed his successive trials and did not return home. Rothwild lacked the funds to pay an investigator, and no subsequent hint of his brother's fate was ever learned. This latest tragedy to befall Bundry Rothwild instilled in him a view that the world itself was malevolent and hungry for life, especially innocent life. After a time of black mourning, he approached the whaling ship cutter and began learning the trade from the crew. Rothwild took to whaling with great success. At sea, he hunted the beast with a single-minded purpose and would take extraordinary risks in locating and harpooning his prey. Among the crew, those men he could not beat senseless, he outwitted. In short order, he petitioned maritime barrister Arnold Timish to grant young Rothwild a whaling license, paying the significant fees himself rather than relying on a sponsor for the funds. The rapid ascent of Bundy Rothwild had begun.
And feed you to the rats.
Now it comes out. No one is coming. I've broken your
You? No! Well, Dowd, what do you want with me?
I'm not here for you. I'm here to learn about a ship called the Delilah.
Did the Lord Regent send you? That old fool, Hiram Burrows. I know all about the Delilah. All of it. And I can give you exactly what you want.
Please do.
Not so fast. I need something from you in exchange.
That's what I thought. What?
We're both professionals, Mr. Dowd. I was hired to get these gutless workers striking, which I did very nicely. And then destroy the slaughterhouse itself. That's where I got caught. And that's where I need your help.
How?
The whale oil in those tanks out there is enough to destroy this entire place. The important industrial bits, especially. Just open all the valves at once to let the oil start flowing. The pressure will go out of control, and boom.
What about the people inside?
Growing a conscience? The factory workers are already out. My boss will hire them on, in better conditions than they'd ever see here. Not the butchers, though. They can die screaming for all I care.
Don't try and con me.
Wouldn't dream of it. Here's the key. Don't get caught. You take care of the slaughterhouse, and I'll tell you everything I know about the Delilah.
You know, I could put you in Rothwild's interrogation chair myself. Why should I bargain with you?
Because it's a long and messy solution. And I'm gambling you're not the kind of man who likes that. Make a deal with me, and I can tell you what you want, and pay you for your trouble.
I'll consider it.
She's going in the chair. See, it's so much worse for her because she's pretending to be a good person who cares about workers' rights, unions, and all that stuff. But really, she's just as mercenary as he is. Oh, Jesus. I really don't want to accidentally kill her by tossing her into something. I also don't want to accidentally kill me. Interrogation chair. How do I get back there?
Off the killing floor.
You look stupid.
I'll make sure you get to enjoy this.
What happened? Where am I? Oh.
I think you know where you are.
I've seen this thing used. I know how to resist it. That was worse than I thought it would be.
Tell me about Delilah.
If I tell you, you'll just kill me. Or leave me here. What's the matter? Didn't think I could stand up to you?
I need to know the significance of Delilah.
You should have asked Rothwild when you had the chance.
Yeah, I can just knock you out and go get him.
Alright, enough! Listen, this is what they told me. There was supposed to be a plan. They said Rothwild was diverting 10% of the oil he harvested, cheating the Lord Regent of the product. But he wasn't doing it alone. He had a partner who sold him the ship, the Delilah.
Who is his partner? And why did he name it Delilah?
Barrister Arnold Timsh. Why do you want to know this? You don't care about the oil at all, do you? This is about the name.
Tell me about Delilah.
She's the real story. Delilah used to be a kitchen apprentice in the Empress's court. At Dunwall Tower. But she got sacked for something. Later, Sokolov spotted her talent as a painter and made her part of his circle. She met Timsh and enthralled him. An old bastard like that, he was helpless. He named the ship for her. She took him for all he had. Almost. But it ended.
How? Why?
Delilah had some kind of hold on him. They said he was obsessed, then terrified. No one knows why.
I hope that was satisfying. Here, I found the room key. When you're ready to go, I guess we're done here. I'll meet you outside.
I don't have anything to take.
Okay.
What's that?
I could have sworn I got rid of that guy. No hard feelings, buddy. Let's go get that safe.
This is a public
Looks like
warning.
434
Corvo
or something.
the assassin and one-time royal protector, has escaped from confinement and is at
444.
large within the city. Any sightings of this state criminal must be reported to the City Watch. Once. Attention. Under plague conditions, failure to report for work at industries deemed vital to state interests has been declared treasonous by the Lord Regent.
After this morning, we're taking...
For more than 2 decades, a number of small slaughterhouses sat along the Wrenhaven, out away from the finer quarters of Dunwall due to the blood, rats, and stench associated with processing meat. Independent whaling ships brought in the occasional leviathan, and barges delivered herds of blood oxen. An individual slaughterhouse might fold due to mismanagement, but the numbers stayed roughly the same, producing the meat, leather, and grease byproducts needed across the capital city. Only when the Roseberry processing treatment was discovered did the whaling trade begin to rise in prominence, driven by the many new usage for the much more volatile, refined whale oil, including military and security uses. Early into Empress Jessamine Caldwin's brief reign, the well-known inventor and natural philosopher Anton Sokolov introduced a series of devices that would begin to see development and deployment across Dunwall, directed by the Royal Spymaster Hiram Burroughs. With this lucrative turn of events, the number of slaughterhouses quadrupled, and the demand for fresh whales increased proportionately. Many districts immediately adjacent to what was suddenly known as Slaughterhouse Row began to change as families moved away to avoid the industrial fumes and awful runoff produced by the processing plants. Crime grew overnight, forcing the City Watch to redouble its efforts against Dunwall's gang.
Away time cards on site. Nobody gets in or out without those things. Time to send a message.
Missing or damaged time cards will no longer be replaced due to abuse of this indulgence.
We're not done yet, assassin.
Any worker without a time card will be denied
Tell me about
admission
the
to the
blood
ground. And some
Yeah.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrines? Tell me about these guys. We'll meet again. Ring the alarm!
I really want to get a faster way of doing that. I have the slow down time power? Time. So long to reload.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrines? Tell me about the blood rituals you perform there. Where did you learn such a profane practice?
That might be worth checking out. Okay, he got away. Get up right now!
Ring the alarm!
There's a third guy that I didn't see, hiding in the shadow of the first.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrines? Tell me about the blood rituals you perform there. Where did you learn such a profane practice?
That might be worth checking out. He's got it. We'll meet again.
What is it that's keeping these people from going down? It's like fucking madness.
We're not done yet, assassin. What about the shrines? Tell me about the blood rituals you perform there. Where did you learn such a profane practice?
You keep going.
Let my hands not be restless. There you are.
Thank you. Let's go. I'm worried they sent for the hounds.
show off.
It's a pleasure to watch you work. Feels like there's always more to learn about pain. Barrister Timsh lives up in the legal district. I know it pretty well. From what I hear, the Timsh family is practically at war with itself. Talk to his niece Talia if you can. I should probably tag along when you go. Crazy rich people are buying up a lot of that Sokolov security technology these days. Keeps the weepers and looters out. I might be useful.
Let's go.
What? I didn't kill anyone. Dead or unconscious? Jesus Christ, I don't remember killing any of these people.